Hello class, I'm back here again. This video is about your Module 6. We covered the Module 5 covered argument writing last week. So we know the nature of argument, how argument is composed of claim and evidence. Claim is your opinion or an idea, and that needs a support, that needs an example, that can be substantiated with a strong evidence. So we read materials, we read the handouts on argument, nature of arguments, and then also we watched a small video clip that was a stand-up comedy by Trevor Noah. I hope you enjoyed it. That showed the difference between an American police officer and a South African police officer, and how they deal with their with whoever they pull over. Now we are trying to see how we can write a logically strong and a sound paper for your paper 2, and for that reason I put those materials. We also read School is Bad for Children, where the author tries to argue how school does not benefit children, which would be the negative aspects of school, the pros and cons. We would understand that every single thing has pros and cons, and what are some of not so good things about a school. He focuses on that. So this should help us understand how arguments can be flipped and can go against anything, right? It depends on how you provide evidence in an argument. You are writing this paper 2, and a paper 2 is due the next week, which is on October 3rd. So we should start writing the paper. So read the prompt for paper 2, which explains you what it is about, the idea behind the paper, and the materials you need. It should be 750 words with at the most 2 to 3 sources. You don't have to cite sources if you don't want to cite sources. When you pick a topic, make sure the topic has at least 3 qualities in them. Number 1, it should be something that interests you. Number 2, it should be something that has an issue, that comes from an issue, that has a problem. And those 2 things have to be there in your topic. And number 3 is, and I would suggest you that you write about something that you know a lot about, and especially something that you have observed. I'm not talking about what you know about science or about other areas that you know from books. I want you to write about something that you have learned from your personal life, personal experience, your direct observation, something that is related to your personal life, or something that concerns, that raises concerns about people around you, your family, relationships, and things like those. I am very much aware that you can write essays using the AI, artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT, Grok, and so forth. But I know the language and the pattern that they use in their in what they produce. Do not use them except if you want to for brainstorming ideas or for citations. That might be okay for you, but generate your own your original ideas. I can recognize the pattern that they use when they generate essays. They can generate any number of essays, and you might think that they are creatively generated, but they are not. Your creativity matters, your critical thinking matters, your insight matters, your personality matters in your writing. I'm going to see those things in your writing, and they matter to me. So when you graduate, you will enter the world, which is challenging, which is competitive, and at the time your creativity will be the one that will push you ahead. Now, also this week I have put some materials on logical fallacies. We all argue, we all try to prove points, but some arguments are faulty. Let's see what those faulty arguments are. We need to understand the nature of arguments and how arguments work. So the logical fallacies, which are famously known, as the fault lines of arguments, that very famous people use, politicians use all the time, right? And there is no limit to as many different kinds of logical fallacies are there, because there are more than maybe 100 or even more than that. I have here listed the main about 14 or 15 of them. There is a handout on logical fallacies that I have pasted or hyperlinked from Aule Purdue, very famous writing center, learning center for you. Also, there is a video, a 14-minute video that explains you 14 different kinds of logical fallacies. I like that video because he gives examples, very substantial examples. You also have an essay for you about the gendering of toys, if gendering of toys is ethical or not. You want to read that essay. I'm going to have some questions for you in the discussion board from that essay. Plenty of questions from there to make sure that you have read the essay. And there will also be a quiz on logical fallacies this week. So please attempt the quiz. I'm going to post the quiz on Friday. Read my announcement if I add a few more things for this week. By the way, I read your topics. The topics are due by the end of today. So I expect to read more. I saw only a couple so far. Good so far, right? It depends on how you argue, how you go. I want to let you know as early as possible before you take a wrong road when you are writing your paper 2. This week we want to be done with drafting, the major part of the paper, and next week we can go for revising and then editing and then improving our paper. I suggest you that you revise your paper as much as possible. Now, by the way, I have graded your journal 1, and I will be grading your journal, your paper 1 very soon. It should be done by the end of this week. I can tell you that. So read my feedback on the assignments that I have graded, my comments also. And if you want to go back and then, update those comments and then improve your paper and resubmit them, you can do that. You're welcome to do that. And this paper 2 is a continuation of paper 1, which was rhetorical analysis. Let's understand this way. In rhetorical paper, we analyze the materials, the video materials mostly, of other people, the speeches of the people, to see how effectively they use their rhetorical strategies in their writing to influence or to impress on their readers or their audience. Now, accordingly, we are going to be doing that here in this paper 2. Paper 2 is supposed to be an article that you are writing to get published in a local newspaper on an issue of a concern. So you have your readers, you need to identify your readers, and then you need to address the main idea within the first paragraph as a strong thesis statement, and then you will develop paragraphs from the thesis statement. A strong thesis statement means a real strong thesis statement that has an argument in it, that also will let the readers know what the paragraphs are going to be about. So yeah, I will also hyperlink, I will put a link here for you, for you to know what are strong arguments and what are not so strong arguments. And I want you to compose a strong argument, a strong thesis, for this paper. Any questions, let me know. We can meet in my office. You can come to my office during my office hours. My office hours have slightly changed. You might want to go and see the first announcement page to see my office hours. My office hours are, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 to 2, the same. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have changed it to the morning. I'll be available only in the morning from 9 to 11. And besides that, if you want to meet with me one-on-one, or if you have any questions, you can always message me and then let me know what time you want to meet with me. We can meet one-on-one through Blackboard, Collaborate, or through Zoom, whichever is convenient to you, at your best time and at my best time. I hope you will enjoy the materials I have posted. You will learn from those materials and you will compose an excellent paper, which is due by the next week, by Friday the next week. Any questions, let me know, message me. I am very close to you, even though we do not have a regular class. We can interact in many other ways. Watch my video, read my materials, and respond to me when you have to. Okay? Thank you so much for your time, and you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.